DCTV 274 production, a channel meant to spread evangelical mission, reflections, church news, interviews on church matters, socio-political issues, and other marriage matters, both young and nice content, all kinds of invitation cards, even movies. DCTV 274 production.
For example, people are the way they are today because those in government, those that are leaders, have set a bad example on how not to be good citizens. Nigeria is one country where honesty does not pay, where integrity does not take you far, where the more you are hawkish, the more you are adept at state capture, the more political mileage you get. Such is the kind of system we operate today, where people are rewarded, where corrupt people are rewarded with some of the highest offices in the land. So that is the kind of system we operate. So why should anybody now sit and die in penury trying to be a good citizen? Any country, go and study the history of most developed countries today. It was leadership by example. Singapore had Lee Kuan Yew. Saudi Arabia had Ibn Saud. The United States of America, beginning with George Washington, had a succession of leaders that kept praising the bar of leadership up until this point in time. And so it is the story across the world. Leadership must take the lead to be able to reward good behavior and punish and sanction bad behavior. But when you reward bad behavior as a system, and you actually punish or ostracize good behavior, people will simply adapt to what will make them survive the situation. That is what you have in Nigeria. So it still boils down to leadership. It's a leadership problem, essentially, because God has placed leadership in such a vantage position that it can influence good and it can discourage bad. But when leadership now influences bad behavior and rewards it, so how are you going to now explain people that have chosen to remain good and die in penury? That's the situation in Nigeria, and it is sad. But what I'm saying is no longer sustainable. Nigeria is inching towards a failed state that might eventually collapse because of this current system. And there comes a time in the life of every nation when leaders sit down and say, okay, we've had enough. We've had our fill from the common till. But can we now begin to do the right things?
I'm sorry, I must interrupt you. This is a critical question. The political class to do what you've just described? Because it sounds like you're asking them to commit class suicide.
It is their interest. It is in the interest of their own self-preservation to do that now, because Nigeria can no longer sustain their profligacy. Otherwise, if they continue on this path, they will become victims of the seeds of destruction they are sowing through bad leadership. We're getting to that point. So, as analysts, we're like ancient prophets that are warning kings to say, look, doom and destruction is coming because of your iniquity. So, the iniquity of our leaders today is going to bring destruction upon us that will consume them first, probably. I don't know why they are not saying it, because they're actually behaving like drunken sailors aboard a sinking ship. So, they do not understand that the ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. And the question is this: for how long will those on board watch their drunken sailors allow their ships to sink without taking
control of the ship themselves?
DCTV 274 production, a channel meant to spread evangelical mission, reflections, church news, interviews on church matters, socio-political issues, and other marriage matters, both young and nice content, all kinds of invitation cards, even movies. DCTV 274 production.